Hello, this is Petamani, retired astronaut, here for the final installment of my four-part compass series, where we're looking at the four directions and some of the commonalities that are found cross-culturally. The ones that I'm focused on specifically come to me from the Lakota tradition, and for that I've been using my visual aid here of my drum as a prop. Partly because of the four directions that are listed or actually displayed here. And we had gone west, north, east, and now south. The south gate being the gate of healing. It's a very important gate within the tradition. And as I looked at the design of my drum, I also couldn't help but notice that this also parallels many things. The coming together of the four different energies. So now we're moving into the fourth gate, which is a gate of healing and a gate of release. And it's often said that's where the souls or spirits depart from this plane. But in just looking at my drum, I was thinking about how this is such a great representation of the different energies and how they both coalesce and how they both function within sort of if you think about string theory and you think about time and space and how our dimensions are like within string theory, they're just these little layers that are bumping up next to each other. That this drum, just very simply in its representation, also represents that as well. This little sliver of our reality, this meeting point here, above, below, the four directions, then here in the center, giving creation, giving substance to these energies here on the physical plane where we operate in 3 and 4D. So as I said before, the south gate is one of healing, and it's one of an exiting or completion and finality. This isn't too uncommon. Then like for instance, this particular dwelling is faced south, so we get a lot of sunlight throughout the day. And most people know that if you have a south-facing, when you plant gardens and things like that, there's this consciousness about where the sun is and having things south-facing so that you can get the most exposure of light. So it is the realm of light. It is the place of peace, and it's within the Lakota. It's represented by different animals, namely one that for me is the otter, which is a playful and very very loving animal, and one that I'm sure many people take great comfort and pleasure in. So the south gate on our journey, the coalescing of energies from the start in the west gate where they enter, to the north gate where courage and strength and the heart can be found, to the east gate where there's illumination upon the contrast, and then the actual healing that can occur within the south gate as all of these energies coalesce together to bring completion, to bring finality and new beginnings, because you immediately go from the south gate to the west gate and it all starts over again. So it's the cycle of life. It's this completely wonderful way in which to kind of break down the different energies, bring consciousness and awareness to what's happening around us in our environment. So that's the last in my Compass series, but I will be making more videos in regards to different spiritual teachings, and mostly it'll be storytelling, because the tradition that I was brought into with the Lakota really is a storytelling-based tradition and culture, and I'm going to honor that culture by sharing my own stories along my red path, the things that I have been taught, have discovered, have experienced, and I'm looking forward to doing that. So stay tuned for that. Got a little frog in my throat. Gonna let that go. Gonna let you go. We're all gonna live long and prosper. And thank you and